Hey guys, welcome to Joe with Joe on the Mill Runner Western Maryland. I'm Joe, this is my Joe, and this is Little Joe. This is the show where we ask those pesky little questions about model railroading that you may not think or may be afraid to ask. So join me on this little adventure, grab yourself a cup of Joe, and let's hop on. So I was talking with Chris, and he started talking about when you're building your own, you really got to get a sense of the size of the room you got, as to what type of scale that you have. I understood the size of the room, but I have absolutely no idea what scale is. So let's ask him. So hey Chris, exactly is scale?
Okay, well, let's start with the grand scale, G scale. These 125 scale trains are most commonly found in garden railways because their size requires a lot of room to be operated. Next up is O scale, or 148 scale. These trains run on a 3-rail track system and is the most common scale produced by Lionel trains. Moving down the track, we have S scale, or 1/64 scale. This scale is between O and HO, and really is a good size. However, it really didn't catch on as well as you think it would. HO stands for literally half of O. Coming in at 187 scale, it's commonly titled the most popular scale of model railroading due to the fact it's large enough for small details, yet compact enough for tighter spaces. Lastly on our list today is N scale, or 1/160 scale. These trains are small, but that can work in your favor. You can build a layout inside a coffee table if you wanted to. It doesn't take up much room, so you can do a lot more with a lot less space. You also have Z scale, and also some subscales within everything we talked about, but I don't have any of those in my collection to show you. Yet.
Wait a minute. What do all these numbers mean? 187, 160? What's all that mean?
Okay, let's pick a scale and I'll explain this. So let's say HO scale is 187 scale. 1 unit of measure on an HO scale train equals 87 on the real train. So 1 inch on an HO scale train equals 87 inches for the real deal.
Wow. Thanks, Chris. Who knew there was this many scales? So now I guess the question is, what one do I want? What one's best for me? What works best for anything? There's a lot of questions we gotta get answered. Anyways, as you can see these scales from what Chris have said, you can see them in comparison to a person. Down. This is a G scale. It is more not quite right for me. This is an O scale. Again, I don't know if this is right for me. This is your S scale. Almost. I don't have that much space to really work with. Of course, I think that's a common theme. This is your HR scale, which is what's commonly seen on this channel. This might be what I go for. Then we got this thing. This is the S scale.
No, it's not. It's the N scale.
Oh. Then we got this thing. This is the N scale. This is the smallest one that he has. It's not the smallest one made. I guess we'll try to find something of the Z-scale later. But as you can see, I picked them all up. You see them in comparison to a person, what the different scales are. So what I've learned so far about scale is, there isn't necessarily one scale that's better than the other, but more so the amount of room you have to work with seems to be the biggest factor in whatever scale you choose. But also, there's a lot of options to choose from to help you find what's right for you. Anyways, so I hope my questions have answered your question. If you have any more questions, put them down in the comment below. Don't forget to, while you're down there, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more Joe with Joe. So remember, don't forget, the most important rule of model railroading: have fun.